Hey everybody, it's Riley and welcome back to another episode of Riley TV. It is summer, which means it's time to dress scantily clad and show off all our tattoos. Yes, welcome to the tattoo tour. I've always wanted to do a tattoo tour, but I never felt tattooed enough to do one. Well, that's dumb. We're just gonna do one anyways. I'll start from bottom to top and leave my arms for last. So let's go ahead and get right into it. The first tattoo I actually did on myself. It is on my toe. Don't be weird. Don't be weird. I'm about to show you my toes. This is the first tattoo that I ever did on myself. It didn't stick very well because the skin there is so tough. Toe and fingers tattoos are known to fade because of how tough the skin is. So I wasn't surprised when it did fade, but hopefully I'll get to do more tattoos on myself. It's the only one that I've done so far, but hopefully here soon I'll have more. The second tattoo that I'm going to show you is Miss Gertrude. This is Gertrude. I got her at the Yeehaw Tattoo Convention in Bonham, Texas. It was a glory hole tattoo. What a glory hole tattoo is, basically you stick your appendage behind a curtain and they tattoo whatever they want on you and you don't get to see it until the very end. And I got this fugly old lady. I was so shocked, complete with a chin hair. I was so shocked when I was shown this tattoo after I had got it, but I have grown to love her and I even named her Gertrude lovingly. The next tattoo I'm sure you've already seen is this symbol right here. I get asked all the time if this is the Deathly Hallows symbol from Harry Potter. It is not. It is the alchemy symbol for Earth because I'm an Earth sign. I'm a Virgo. And I have two stories about that little tattoo. Let me tell you all about it. When I got the tattoo, I was with my friend Brittany. Shout out Brittany. And we were getting impulse tattoos, as one does. I had to walk into this random shop on like a Tuesday or something. And I walk into the shop and immediately my stomach starts rumbling. Your girl has got to shit. And I mean shit. Okay, it's not a poop. It's not a fart. That was a shit. Okay. So I'm like, where's your bathroom? And he shows me, girl, it's in this big room. It's a big room with tattoo chairs all around it. And the only bathroom is right next to my tattoo artist station. Yay! So everybody gets to hear me shit. So I'm in there doing my business, shitting and farting and shitting. And I finally get done and I walk out and everyone's staring at me. Everyone's staring at me and I know it stank too. I know it did. And I was like, can we just get this over with? Because I had already gotten to the shop. I already pulled out the money. There's no way I'm leaving without a tattoo. So this apprentice does my tattoo and it's great. And that's the story. The second story that I have for it is I was not dating this boy, but seeing this boy at the time. Ugh. And he looked at the tattoo and he goes, "Is that a fucking pentagram? That's so demonic. Rah, rah, rah." And I was like, first of all, it's the alchemy symbol for Earth because I'm a Virgo. Second of all, even if it was a pentagram, which aren't inherently demonic, so what? Get over yourself. But those are the stories behind that tattoo. The next tattoo I'm going to show you guys is on my left leg. I got this Family Fighter ribbon from my mom. It says Family Fighter and it says Mom on it. And it's orange for MS for her. And when I was getting this tattoo, it actually tickled. And I told the artist, I was like, it tickles. That's so funny. And he goes, "Do you want it to hurt?" No. Thank you, though, for that offer. After that, we have this ugly thing. I got this drunk at a party. I don't remember getting it, but how the story was retold to me is I was really drunk and somebody had busted out a tattoo machine and was like, "Who wants one?" And me, being me, I do. So I got this ugly vine on my leg and I hate it because every single time I see it, I think of the person that did it, who is not a very morally nice or morally sound person. And every single time I look at it, I think of this person and all the bad things that they have done. So I want it eventually covered up or lasered off entirely. I just don't want it on my body. But for now, it lives there rent-free. Then we have my bat. This is one of my biggest tattoos, not the biggest that I have, but one of the biggest that I have. It was done by Sarah Sabbath in El Paso. Let me tell you a little something about Sarah. Sarah, if you're watching this, I love you. I love you so much. Sarah is so cool. She's thecoolest.com. She's covered head to toe in tattoos. She has pointy elf ears. Her tongue is split. Her eyes are purple. She has horn implants. She's just the coolest, okay? And I'm so privileged to have my tattoos done by her. That was a mouthful. You'll see it's a common theme through my body that a lot of my tattoos are done by Sarah Sabbath, so love her. The next tattoo that I'm going to show you is actually the first one that I ever got. I had turned 18 and my dad got me this ugly sunflower as a birthday gift. Right here. And I originally wanted it higher up on my hip, but I was dating this no good guy at the time. My no good boyfriend told me, I don't want the tattoo artist staring at your ass, so you got to get it low on your leg. So I listened to this insecure boy, and I got it lower on my leg in the most awkward spot, and I regret it to this day. To this day, I regret it. So moral of the story is, 1, don't let insecure boys dictate your body, and 2, don't let anyone dictate your body, and 3, get what you want. It's tattoo. It's a permanent tattoo. Get it where you want it. Then the last tattoo that's on my legs is actually my Longhorn skull on the back of my leg. I wanted to get something that represented Texas, but I didn't want to get like a Texas flag or something, so I ended up getting this cow skull on the back of my leg to represent the Longhorn. And honestly, the pain wasn't too bad. I thought it was going to be more spicy because it's on the back of my leg, but it wasn't bad at all, really. And those are all the tattoos on my legs. Next, we'll move on to my torso area. I have a tattoo on my lower stomach that I'm about to show you guys. Again, don't be fucking weird. So these wings right here were done by Sarah Sabbath. And they didn't hurt really at all, honestly. Moving along. Next we have I love you in my mom's handwriting plus a red-breasted robin. But instead of red, I got orange for her MS. And I don't know why I ended up getting the bird, because she hates being called Birdie or anything to do with the bird. But she loves it and I love it, so that's all that matters. Then on this side, we have a skeleton saluting my boobies. Because why not? The pain on this one was like an 8 out of 10. It hurt so bad. But this one did not hurt really at all. And I think it's because of the different size needles. Like these were thicker needles than these. So these burned more, but I don't know. Then we have one of my least favorite tattoos. It's my least favorite because I feel like it's very poorly done. But here's my moth. I feel like it's very uneven, very blown out. I'm not the biggest fan of it. Eventually I want to get it covered up, but that bitch hurted. It hurt. 10 out of 10 pain. He got right here in my fold of my titty, and that shit, oh my god, I nearly cried. It was bad. So I don't know when I'll get it covered up because I don't want to remember the pain that I went through, but we'll see. Next, we have some more tattoos done by Sarah Sabbath. All of these were done by Sarah. She actually hand drew this with a Sharpie. She freehanded the stencil, and it's just so even. It's so beautiful. I love it very, very much. It's one of my favorite tattoos. It's the tattoo that I get the most compliments on. When I first got it, I immediately regretted it because it was big, it was in your face, like there was no hiding it. But I immediately got over that because it's fucking badass. Then I got this sun and moon. This sun is either from a 1930s or a 1950s magazine for a personal heater. I'm not sure, but I love the logo so much that I got it tattooed. And I drew this moon to match. We're almost to my arms, guys. Hold in there. Then we have my fairy collar, is what I call it. It goes all the way down across my back into a little heart in the middle. And it's my biggest tattoo yet that I have. And I just, again, I'm in love with it. I'm in love with all of my tattoos. My ink is great. But yeah, didn't hurt too bad until she got into the fold of my neck here. But wasn't bad. It was bearable. Moving along, we have my ear tattoos. It was my first act of rebellion out of the military. I wanted to get something super visible. It was kind of like a, yeah, take that, you know? So I got my ears done by Sarah, of course. And yeah, finally, my arms. I've been working on an insect patchwork sleeve since 2020 maybe? I'm not sure. But I've been working on it for a while. And the first insect that I ever got was this cicada. Let me show you guys. This is the first insect that I ever got on my arm, and then I got a matching stag beetle to match. Sarah didn't do the cicada or the stag beetle, but she did do the lettering underneath of it. And I know that that lettering's gonna blur out in a couple of years, but it looks cool, so I'm leaving it. Then I got, Sarah had done this spider and spider web. I got this one at a tattoo convention, and then I asked the same artist to do this one at a later date. It's a death moth, and in the tattoo community, death moth represents like death to your old self, which I did not know at the time of getting it tattooed, but I think that's pretty cool to know now. Then the can of bug spray, the ant, the fly, the centipede, and the worm were all done by Chris Blake. Oh, and the ladybugs. Almost forgot about them. Most of my insect sleeve is done by Chris Blake, except for onesie twosie pieces. This hyperballistic bee and wasp were done by Jose out of Waxahachie. And then I got a snail and a matching lightning bug from my mentor. And lastly, my favorite tattoo of all that's on my body, I got at a Friday the 13th flash sale. It's this jumping spider with a Santa hat on, and I love him so much. But those are all of my tattoos. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know about your tattoos. Tell me about yours in the comments, and like this video, subscribe if you haven't. Thanks for tuning in. I'm your host, Riley, and I hope to see you in the next episode. Bye, guys.